Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so we're getting set up here. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is okay. I might actually lower this.
I think we should. Yeah, let's lower it down. Easy there. All right. Yeah, that's a lot better. There we go.
Okay, so hi everyone.
Hi everybody.
Can you guys oops. Our super professional setup. One of these days we'll be able to afford. Okay, I won't touch it.
Don't touch anything.
All right. Okay, my glasses. Yeah, I was curious where you guys are from. Where is everyone from? Who's watching?
Sorry about
He's
that.
getting his phone set up.
We're having some technical difficulties as per usual.
So today I got some really good questions. So let me just very quickly. So we're gonna do a manicure because
Ooh, we got some London, Ontario. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
So we're gonna do manicure on these nails, and I had some really good comments here by Shabby Chic B. And thanks for your video on cuticles and how to take care of them. I wanted for you to know about two amazing cuticle removers, London Town and brand Cuticle and Remover and Deborah Lipman. So we'll talk about the differences between them. Also, she asked to show how to use a cleanup brush to make application look neater. And because when she tries to use the brush, it takes off too much polish and she's left with noticeable gap between the nail and the cuticle. And tips on applying polish close to the cuticle without flooding and touching the cuticle or skin. And another one, peeling nails, which products will bond the layers, nail teaks formula to ? So yeah, we're gonna go over these questions. So maybe you'll remind me.
I will try. I am.
So here's the thing. Hamburg, Germany. Oh, Susie, she made it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We got Caroline. We got Karis. We're gonna go with that. Wales, Ohio, from Germany. Awesome. Welcome everybody.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do one hand with the electric file and the other one with the cuticle remover because not everybody has the electric files or wants to use them. So we'll do both, kind of the usual. We'll do the cuticle remover here and the EFILE over there. So I'm just going to move your hand a little bit.
Sure.
Hold on. Just make sure that I'm in the proper area. Let us know if the Wi-Fi is okay. Not that we can change anything, but sorry, not the Wi-Fi, but the quality of the video. So when the nails are done on a regular basis, there is barely anything to do. And I think that's the trick. So what happens is when people go for manicures only like once every, I don't know, even 3 weeks or 4 weeks, or, obviously some people go like once a year or once every few years, then there is way more work to do, usually, because some people naturally, just like they have naturally very good skin, they have, naturally better skin around their nails.
Oh, we got some good quality on the Wi-Fi, which is awesome. Lisa T, hello. Sorry, I interrupted.
Okay. So, but doing that on a regular basis, it will really, really improve everything and it will make things much easier. And then you don't have to do very invasive kind of things like, the Russian manicures or cutting the skin or anything like that. Just push it back on a regular basis, very, very gently.
Oh, we got some OGs. All right, we got Isa here. We got Barbara. Nice. Italy and Switzerland. Look at that. Welcome. Martine jumps in from Belgium. Woo.
And let us know, guys, if you what kind of topics you're interested. We will definitely try to cover during this manicure. Any questions, because it's not only the manicure, but it's also Q&A, so that's good.
There we go. We got some Saskatchewan.
Oh, wow.
Saskatchewan. Awesome. Beautiful.
Yes, so kind of going back to the regular manicures, I kind of go back and forth. I actually just did a quick pedicure, and I just didn't even feel like
I thought we were
pulling
talking
out.
about manicures.
Yeah, I know, it's the same thing, kind of. So I didn't feel like pulling out the machine. So I just used the cuticle remover, and it's just so easy, especially when you use, and I pulled it out, the carousel cream. And I have it in, in the description box. And I know it's expensive because it's like $20. Sadly, I don't think you can get it in Europe. You could probably get it shipped out from Amazon.com. And I know it sounds ridiculously expensive, but that cream is amazing. It's absolutely, I don't know, the best thing I've ever used. I don't know what kind of magic is inside, but no, I'm serious. Like, it's really makes a huge difference. Like, I have nothing to file on my feet. Like, I have like the feet, like, I don't want to say baby smooth because it's not, obviously, but like the bottoms are so smooth. I have no cracks. It's just unbelievable. And you just use a very, very small amount. And I also use it around the nails. So,
which I've done as well. And
yes,
it's like
it's when you use it once a day at night. I would
stuff.
suggest, because you want it to kind of stay on your skin. So it's urea based, and it's almost like a Vaseline kind of thick ointment. Not really. So you just use tiny bit. And what I do is I put like a small amount on my finger, and then I just put 2 dabs on my heels, one on my big toe and one on like the side of the foot. And then I just rub in the whole foot with that cream. Yeah, and when your foot is still a little bit like, when you step out of the shower, obviously dry your feet, but then after they're kind of dry, they still have a lot of moisture in, and you put that cream on, my God, like,
good stuff.
Yeah. And almost like the hard skin, when you go to use the cuticle remover, it kind of sloughs off. Like, it really, it's incredible. Like, this is what I recommend. It makes, our life so much easier when it comes to caring for our skin around the nails and the feet, whatever, everything. It's amazing. So yes, so there is definitely, I have a link also for Canadians. I don't know, do I? I don't. I'm gonna put it later on because I hear that, we have some Canadians here.
Yes.
So if you guys could use our Amazon, what are they called? Like the links.
Can you show how I can work on the cuticles on the sides of the nail without an EFILE?
Okay.
I can't get in there very well with my file or buffer.
Okay, so it's not a cuticle on the side. So cuticle is the dead skin that's kind of like when you push back the proximal nail fold, which is living skin, whatever is left underneath, that's a cuticle. Here, it's a lateral fold and it's a living skin. So if this is calloused, so is it calloused or is it dry? That's the question. Because sometimes when it's just dry, filing it more makes it more dry.
Right.
So the only way of really going about it is just putting the file kind of like this. Okay, I'm gonna show you on the clean side, just so I don't gross you out, guys. Like, you see, like, you wanna pull this back a little bit, put it like this.
I thought that was my file.
It's not. This side is yours.
Oh, I see.
And this side here. You see, this is what you can do.
You see what I have to put up with, guys?
I know, grossness. All right, so that's how you can kind of deal with this. But you also want to use the carousel because this is going to...
Susie was saying dry.
Dry. Okay, so if it's dry, then you don't want to be filing it too much. Use oil every time you wash your hands, after you wash your hands, and use the carousel at night. And yeah, like, you just have to remember that you do not correct dry skin by filing it. So if you have a dry skin on your face or underneath your eyes, you're not going to file it. That's not how we fix dry skin, right? Or like when you have dry lips. Okay, don't be funny. Because people take it seriously. Why not?
Okay, fair point.
Yeah. So they're like, oh, he said blah, blah. No, anyway, so...
He said blah, blah.
Yeah, so yeah, you don't want to be... Gentle exfoliation is okay. So the cream doesn't have to penetrate so many layers, possibly. But the key is that after you exfoliate, right? So if you do like a microdermabrasion normally on the face, you would want to use some really protective creams because you don't want to leave that skin like exposed to dry out even more. So that's what happens. People file and they think that we're correcting this dryness by filing. No, we're not. You have to use the creams, just like you cannot, go for a facial and someone cannot fix your skin from being dry. You have to use the proper, creams to to address that. Okay, so what are we gonna do here? This is cuticle remover side or what?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay, so let me just grab.
Well, Black Milk had said if you're still in Poland, try the Hasserol from the pharmacy. I use it on my feet.
What? Sorry.
Well, I'm glad that you were.
No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Where? Okay. Oh. Okay, okay, for sure, yeah. I'll take a look at that.
It's like 15 zloty. So.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And you know what? If you are Polish, can you let us know that Weibo or Vibo company, are they good or not? Because we saw they have like a nail polish line and they have like a nail brightener or something, some odżywki, some conditioners for the nails. So I was just curious if they're any good, if they're known or not. So if you can let us know. This is. Raspberry cream is really nice, really nice. So I'm just gonna I poured it into the little sash prep, but this is the blue cross
oil. I've been using jojoba oil. Use some essential oils more often, and it's been making a huge difference. Hello, Jillian. This is fun. I'm painting my nails with Dazzle Dry Raspberry Cream right now. Awesome possum.
So you want to leave this on the skin for like 2 minutes, and so if you are new, what you can just do one hand at a time if you're slower, because if you get it on both hands, it can get all over the skin on the area that you don't want to kind of get this product on, because it can irritate your skin if it's left, like if it starts dripping. So and kind of going back to the previous questions that we got, what was the name of this viewer here?
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, let's just see. Shabby Chic B. She was asking about the Dabra Lip Mint. So I looked at the ingredients of Dabra Lip Mint, and they're actually very similar to the Dazzle Dry. Sorry, Dazzle Dry, to the Blue Cross. So it's lanolin, is potassium hydroxide, which they listed as caustic potash or something like that. So it's the same ingredient actually. I need this thing, hold on. Okay, I need a towel. So, what was I saying? Yeah, the ingredients are very similar. So the Blue Cross costs like $4 per like this, I don't know, 12-ounce bottle or something. And Dabra Lip Mint, it's like, here it's like $30 a bottle, which is 15 mils, which is half an ounce. So, you know, I would love to try it, but like right now we don't have the funds really to kind of try that. But you know, once we kind of I definitely would like to compare it. But from the ingredients, they seem very, very similar. So what I did now with water is I just removed the product, so I neutralized it. And now I'm going just these little circles. Yeah, and once you do it on a regular basis, the skin is not going to be stuck and difficult to deal with.
Right.
You can kind of go like this even. You can go with, you can even use like the manicure stick, the wooden stick as well.
So the one thing we had discussed off air prior to the video today, there's been a lot of discussion, and this is something I've noticed right from day one. A lot of people are huge into asking about nail hardeners and, you know, what can I do to strengthen my nails? What can I, you know, and a lot of people seem to be expecting a magic pill or a magic item that is going to
fix the issue,
fix their problems. And really, I think what a lot of people need to do is ask themselves, what am I doing to my nails, or what am I doing with my nails that could be potentially the problem, you know? Like, and I'm talking all the way to dietary, you know, issues, you know, like what's your diet like? What's your day-to-day like? Like what do you use your hands for? What do you are you gardening a lot? Are you using abrasive chemicals in some sort of capacity and not using gloves? Like there's all these types of things. Like are you using your nails as tools, as you know, as a prying mechanism? These are things that a lot of people need to really ask themselves instead of expecting there need to be a nail strengthener, nail hardener, a product that they can throw on their nails that will allow them to continue to do what they're doing. When really what they need to be asking themselves is, what am I doing that could be potentially causing this problem? Now, I'm not saying that every situation is going to be the same where, you know, it's someone out there that that they're necessarily doing something that could be causing this. I mean, I think there's going to be people who have problems that, you know, at some point that are a little outside of their control.
Yeah, like some people have naturally very thin and bendy nails. It's like they really take care of them, but they're still bendy. I've had clients like that, and their skin is really nice around the nails, which indicates to me that they're taking care of their skin and their nails, but their nails are super, super bendy and flexible, which then they don't hold the nail polish properly. So, you know, for those clients, the hardeners are a very good idea, but obviously not overdoing it. And I'm going to kind of go over and show you the Mavala ones products. So you want to look for something that actually does have as an ingredient, it's called, well, they have it listed as a formaldehyde, but it's really a formalin, and don't be scared of that product because there's nothing wrong with it as long as, you know, you're not drinking it or something.
I was going to say, are you
like
eating it?
Or eating it.
Wow.
Eating it.
Eating.
So yeah, don't worry about it. It's not a formaldehyde, it's formalin. It's usually contained in nail products in very, very low percentage, usually between 0.5% to 2.5% or something. I think the Mavala has 4, but up to 5% is safe in nail preparations. So, I mean, there's pros and cons to both of their products. They have 2 different products. We'll go over that. But yeah, like if your nails are bendy and they're peeling, that will definitely help them, right?
Yeah.
So,
but you know what? Even trying to identify what could be causing that in the first place might be a great place to start. And instead of just looking for a Band-Aid to put over, you know, a greater issue. You know, and that's just my 2 cents. Take it for whatever it's worth, guys. But I mean, you know.
No, it's for sure, because often people would come in and like they totally don't take care of their nails, and they want to come and get, you know, gel put on because their nails are breaking, and you can see that they're just like destroying their nails.
Because they're out in the garden, destroy, you know,
and then they're gonna destroy the gel.
But you know, like if you want to be out in the garden, you want to be a gardener, you want to be doing your gardening, you want to, you know, really get your hands in there. Hey, you know what? All the power to you. But you know, if you're going to do this gloveless and you're going to be ripping and tearing and doing all these types of things, well, you know what? You have to expect that, you know, like these things are going to happen. Yeah. And by using a nail straightener or nail hardener is not quite the answer necessarily.
So, okay, so when it comes to, someone made a very good point. If the product, they bond the peeling layers together, because that's how the products advertise it, as they're not protein products. They work on the protein, but they're not protein. You know, like the marketers make things very confusing for people to kind of understand. They use nice words that are sometimes misleading. So one of my clients was like saying that the keratin is very dangerous. No, it's not the keratin. It's the keratin hair treatments, which are not keratin. Again, they're formalin treatments that work on the keratin, but keratin is a protein. It's not dangerous whatsoever. And those products are fine too if you have a good exhaust system, because you are pulling the hair, you're using probably that product, you're blow drying it, so you're adding heat. I don't know how they work, but I imagine. And they somehow change the structure of the hair. So yes, they're fine to use with the proper ventilation, like you need a proper ventilation system. But when it comes to those products, what they do, the formalin and actually the dimethylurea, which is the second, so there's 2 Mavala products. The original one, the hardener, it has the formalin, and the scientific pro keratin, it has dimethylurea. So the the formalin, what it does, they actually both do, they cross-link the nail. So they're not, yeah, they kind of bond the layers of the nail together, but by cross-linking them. So instead of like, let's say if you have one layer and second layer, instead of the layers being kind of like this, maybe you want linked once, so this is going to separate much easier. Now the layers are like really, really tight, and it's like added more layers. Sorry, not more layers, but more links in between the, I guess, the cells or something. So what happens is they're holding together better. They're not peeling as much.
Right.
But this is like when you have a loose net, the loose net is very flexible, but a very, very tight net is better sometimes when you don't want it to be too flexible. But when you make it too tight, it becomes, my knuckle cracked, it becomes brittle, right? And we don't want the nails to be brittle because when you hit something, you're gonna just completely break the nail.
It has no flexibility to be able to take the impact properly, right?
So what happens is sometimes I've had clients who come in with breaks right here, like obviously a little bit stronger, longer free edge, but breaks here, and they're like, oh, I need a hardener. No, absolutely not, because if you have breaks here, you need more flexibility. You don't need any hardener. So hardeners are usually when the nails are flimsy, they're bendy, like you don't need a hardener either. And when they're peeling. So
well, you know, like one thing, sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but I mean, like one thing that I'm seeing here is, you know, two things someone has done to strengthen their nails. Stop using their nails to open things, using gloves when doing dishes and cleaning. You know what?
Yes, but sometimes true, but that's not actually hardening or strengthening the nails.
No, but what that's doing is, and that's just being proactive and making sure
that's taking care of your nails.
Yeah, which you know what? A lot of people need to take point in that.
Exactly. So they need that. They don't necessarily need a hardeners, right?
So from there we have EFILE more than Weibo, the line that you showed us last time. So that's black milk. Moving down the line, we got.
So what was about the Weibo thing? Is it okay? Did she say?
Black milk was just saying I like EFILE more than Weibo.
Oh, okay.
Just just in general. Linda just mentioned that makes total sense about the hardeners. They've never worked for me.
Yeah, because sometimes it's. I'm gonna actually do the cuticle.
Right. So, Jillian has popped in saying you've probably been asked this so many times, but is there anything I can do about ridges? They've come on all of a sudden. You know what? When you figure out what that's all about, please let me know, because that's what happened to mine just as time has went on.
Ridges this way or that way?
I have
horizontal.
Both.
I know. Yeah, so these ridges are usually just, natural, like this way. Some people just have more ridgy nails.
Yeah.
It's usually kind of aged sometimes, but sometimes.
Hey.
I know.
No, it's not it.
Not sometimes, not in your case.
No, I don't get old.
No.
Stop.
You just get wiser.
Yeah. Lengthwise like Mr. Doug's. Ooh,
this way.
That's an OG. That's,
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay,
Jillian, well done on remember the name Doug.
Yeah, so you can't do really anything about it, sadly. You can just cover them with multiple layers of polish, but there's not much you can do. So and they're not really ridges, it's like the low areas or the valleys. So if you take the ridges off, you are actually filing into the thinnest part of the nail. So don't buff them whatsoever to remove the ridges.
Especially if you have, guys like Mount Ridgemore over here.
Yeah.
Eey.
That yellowing is kind of growing out from that Zoya nail polish, no?
Yeah, from the green one. Good, what a wonderful green! What a wonderful set, but just the green caused some staining. But you know what? It's growing out. It's okay. We're doing all right. I'll just be proud of them. Built-in nail art stripes. Yeah, no kidding, right? Oh, yeah, very custom, very, very custom. But I gotta say, you know what? So far, this Melody Susie, it's doing not too bad.
I like it.
Yeah, for doing like what we've been doing, I think it's great to have. And that's all I'm really got to say about that. Time will tell if it holds up.
Again, before regular nail polish, this is not really necessary. Before any type of shellac or, well, gel polish, any type of enhancements, I would do a dry manicure because I find that using the wet manicures can make the product lift. I'm kind of sideways a little bit, but...
You may have ridges, but I love the look of the short nails.
Me too.
I have long nail beds and keep my nails very short, but still wish they look shorter.
Oh, so just keep making them shorter. Yeah, I know. Like keeping it short makes them shorter because then it shortens the nail plate.
While you take a look at, for those who don't know, I've been I guess you could say a chronic nail biter for the better part of 30 plus years. And, I've had, very short nail beds and the moments that I have not bitten my nails, the nail bed definitely seems to lengthen, I suppose.
I'm going to show you my mom's nails because she's had the Rimmel product. Just want to,
So here's Mama's Salon life with her nails and
okay, so
how long has this been now?
5 days.
5 days.
So I'm noticing, because speaking of ridges, so there was this little catch, and it happens because my mom has this ridge, and the nail peels in that area.
There we go.
Yeah. So this is what happened. But other than that, there's not really a lot of even like the tip wear, nothing.
I'm pretty impressed because, it's not like...
So using oil will help the nails the product to be flexible sometimes. There is a little bit of wear, but you know what? It's really good.
But, for 5 days, I'm actually very impressed. And it's not like she's been, very dainty with her hands. There's been, a lot of...
The shine is so-so, but again, no wear.
Yeah, but considering, everything that's, she's been doing, I'm very impressed, actually.
Yeah.
Right? I think they look amazing, too.
Yeah, for 4 days of... 5 days of cooking and everything else. And
dishes and cleaning and, everything that she's been doing. You know what? I'm very impressed, actually. Right? And that was Rimmel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use these.
Which finger did you...
The 4.
The 4? Okay.
Okay, so what I'm going to show you is... So someone was asking me how to use that brush.
Francis, is the Rimmel available in Canada? I've never seen Rimmel in Canada before.
But I think it's available in the States. Nail polish I haven't seen. Like, I don't know they have cosmetics.
Yeah. It might be worth checking on Amazon.
I don't know.
Yeah. That's a bit of a long shot, but...
Okay, so let's talk about... how to kind of paint close to the skin. Really, it's not a cuticle because we just removed it. So, I'm kind of... I get close, but at the same time, I know that probably it could be done better. So first of all, make sure that skin is pushed back.
What's this?
We're painting with this to show.
What?
Okay, just...
I thought we were doing the nail hardeners.
Yeah, that too, but we are answering questions. Okay, so first make sure that it's pulled back. Then make sure always that it's, especially when you're polishing with color, that all the cuticle is removed. Because sometimes what people do, they just kind of push back the skin, but they don't remove the cuticle. And then the polish kind of spreads into those areas, and it makes it very, very messy. So, I'm going to show you.
You know what, actually, this is a... interesting question. I have super short nail beds. I always have. I've never bitten my nails. When my nails are long, about 50% of the nail is not attached. Any way to encourage the attachment point to go further down?
Send me a picture. The Salon Life at gmail.com. Sometimes sometimes it's just genetics. Sometimes just trying to clean out the area. Sometimes it could be onycholysis, which is the separation, could be fungal. But if it's, some people just have nails like that, and just keeping them a little bit longer and usually polished, I find that helps. Like, I don't know what it is. It just keeps the nail maybe less flexible, more protected.
Hey, you know what? Actually, I am a firm believer in what she just said, because if I leave my nails usually just the way they are,
they shorten.
They do shorten. Whereas if I do have a polish on my nails, They don't know. I don't know if that's just because
No, I've noticed that too with the gel polish. When people have gel polish on their nails for a long time, their nail plate, the nail bed extends. So okay, let me just talk about this this polishing part. So for me, the most important thing is a proper brush. So this one is very good. There's one little scraggly, but not too bad. The Dior ones are very good. The SC Gel Couture is very good as well. So you want to make sure that the brush, not only it kind of, I hope you can see it, it's nice and round, but it's also very flat. Like it's really flat this way, because this way you can get closer. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab like this much product, and what you can do, the first coat, you can get it off, and then with the brush still touching the nail, go up and now down, and then just kind of little wiggles. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more, again get it off, and then just pull it up. And going slowly, because I find sometimes people go very, very fast, and then it's hard to, you see?
Decent coverage for...
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
But first of all, the cuticle area has to be really, really nice and clean. Again.
Jillian's talking up Dazzle Dry at the moment.
Off.
Just painted with Dazzle Dry's raspberry cream. You've got to try it.
Now you moved. Yeah. So now we have a good idea, a good example
Holy
how
moly.
to. Yeah. Thanks for that. Anyway.
Woosah.
All right. So now I'm gonna paint the other one. And now move up.
Oh, hi, Kim.
Okay, so now...
I don't think I can buy Dazzle Dry in Canada. No. Linda, you cannot, unfortunately.
Yeah, you would have to email them and pay crazy shipping.
Yep.
I'm gonna do a second coat. Normally I would let it dry a little bit more, but now this has to be a little bit lighter pressure.
Oh, why thank you, Kim. I'm glad my nails are looking better. Sorry, I'm kind of interrupting you.
It's okay. Lighter pressure. So you want to wait for this coat to dry before you attempt to clean it up. So what I'm going to do, that's why I'm not going to put a second coat on this one. So if you have a little pump, you can kind of just pump the acetone. Pure acetone is the best. I'm going to just put it a little bit here. And I prefer to use acrylic brush. I know some people use the makeup lip brushes, but I prefer this.
Martine asks, I have stripes on my nails. What is horizontal? How can I fix this?
This way?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's from just manicuring your nails too aggressively. Sometimes it's trauma. Sometimes it's just that's how your nails grow.
So the answer would be, it depends.
Yeah, it depends.
It really depends.
Just try to be a little bit more gentle. Okay, so what I'm going to do in this case, because this kind of really flooded, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate it a little bit. And sometimes when you separate it, I don't know if you can see. You can actually get it. No, I can't get it. So, okay, I'm gonna use the brush. And okay, so now when you get some acetone into your brush, make sure you wipe it. You can dab it off. And then sometimes what I do, you see I like touch the skin a little bit just to feel how much the acetone is in the brush. So you want a little bit of acetone, but not too much. Now I'm going to clean it off because if I go back, it's going to flood everywhere.
Agreed. The cleanup on red polish is the worst. Like if things
Yeah,
go
yeah,
south,
too
oh
far,
yeah,
yeah.
it's oh.
Okay,
It's
so
not fun.
just, yeah.
Actually, Susie, are we good for some questions? Okay, so Susie, I sometimes have the problem where the first layer is not very thin. Is this also due to the color? If it is not from the same brand, some go on great and some do not.
Oh yeah, yeah. It depends on the. So the first coat that it's not so even.
Yeah, that's the way I'm kind of interpreting that.
Yeah, some polishes are just really crappy.
Agreed.
That's why, you know, I kind of started this whole thing with applying the polishes on the regular nails to see how they really apply, because it's easy to kind of just, you know, pile on a product to make it look like it's a good first coat on the tip,
Yeah. Meanwhile,
but not really on natural nails. So okay, so now if I just want to clean up the edges but they didn't flood, so I just kind of push back the skin and get with the tip and just very, very lightly go like this and kind of go around like this to clean it off. Same thing with this. And clean it off here. There you go. Looks pretty good.
Oh, I think I need that brush. That's what, a number 6 sable?
Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, exactly. So you want to get acrylic brush number 6 and it's round.
Yeah.
This says 23, but it's like have different numbering, but it's usually number 6 or even 4. You can use even number 4. Pure acetone, you know, wipe it off, dab it off sometimes. You want to make sure that...
be very careful with it because, you know, one wrong move and...
And then between, like, eventually the hairs get really dry and they kind of
fan out
and they just look really bad. So what I do is in between me using the brush, I just put a little bit of oil on the bristles, and I find that keeps everything nice and neat.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. I hope that answered the questions for that. And let's talk a little bit about the Mavala, hardeners.
You want to get back on that?
Yeah, I want to see how they, I want
right.
to show you how they kind of apply. So this is different, so I can use your other hand.
So are we keeping these on here?
We'll deal with it later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Now, okay. Before using, someone asked me the difference between IBX treatments and hardeners or the Mavala products. So the IBX treatment is like let's say a gel product mixed with oil, and it soaks in like a butter, like when you put a butter on the bread, because the bread has like little pores, right? And then you melt it. If the bread is warm, or if you kind of put some heat over it, it will soak into the nail. And then when you cure it with a UV or LED, which LED is a type of bulb, not a type of light, so you cure it always with UV. It gets kind of cured into the surface. So if the surface is damaged, if it's usually or sometimes very dry, or sometimes you have slight surface damage from the wear of gel polish or even regular polishes, it will kind of fill in that area and kind of will keep everything together. When that surface of the nail is also filled with that gel product, the water does not absorb as quickly as normally to the nail plate, and that what kind of seals the nail, which is also good for the nail. The interesting thing about IBX is that it doesn't actually bond to the nail, which is good for its purpose, but it kind of floats in between the little pores of the nail. So it just fills it in, let's just kind of say. So IBX can be used for any nails that are damaged. I didn't find it very effective, to be honest with you, when it comes to nails that are peeling. You would have to use it on a very regular basis for a very long time. I think maybe for the healthy nail to grow out a little bit healthier, but it did not bond. Like initially it does when you kind of just do it, but 3 days later that is gone. And that actually was something else that I wanted to mention earlier when people were asking about the formaldehyde or the formalin in the nail tics number 2 or whatever, if they bond the splitting nails together. I don't think they bond already split nails. It's just like when you have, let's say, hair that's splitting. What is this? The ends, split ends, right? No product will actually bond the split ends together. But some products will prevent that from happening. So if the hair has a better quality, it's not going to split anymore. So I think possibly with the IBX treatment, when used on a regular basis for a long time, that natural nail will grow out better. But the truth is, like, you do that treatment in a salon usually, and people very often don't have a lot of patience to go through like bi-weekly manicures for like 6 months to notice a difference. They just don't. They give up after 2 treatments when they don't have, you know, good results. So because of that, I would rather recommend a product that you can use at home, and you can use it on a regular basis. It's less costly and kind of easier to use, right? Yeah. So yeah, so IBX is good for damaged nails, but if your nails are flimsy and flexible, it's not going to make them any harder. So for those people that need their nails harder, the formalin-based products, which would be this one, which sometimes come in the form of nail polish with added formalin to it, like the nail teaks, like the pink gel coat, which is also very nice, and over time they will harden the nail. Or this is actually very interesting product because it's a liquid.
We're gonna slap the stuff on?
Yeah, so you want to apply it in a very, very small amount. So you want to make sure that the brush is really almost dry. And they suggest you want to use it over a dry nail. And they suggest using tiny amounts just on the free edge. Kind of like, I would say like here. You don't want to be applying it over and over again. So again, I'm going to just use this here.
Interesting.
So this is with the, which you don't need, but one application is not going to kill your nails. Watch. Next week, like the nails are just like falling off.
Don't say that.
Anyway, okay, so this has the formalin in it. And this one has, they call it a pro-keratin, but it actually has active ingredient is dimethylurea, which is kind of similar to the formalin in a way that it cross-links the nail. Again, it makes it tighter, but it does it much slower. So it's harder for you to overdo it, but also you won't have such a, what?
Every time
results.
you say like dimethylurea, I always think of diarrhea.
Oh God.
Sorry. That's why I was kind of smirking.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
So yeah, so with this one, you're not gonna overdo it. And also this one is less allergenic because the formalin products are fine when they're applied on the nail, but you don't wanna be touching the skin with them. You don't wanna be flooding the nail with it. Also, if the nails are super damaged, where basically the nail is gone and the nail bed is exposed, you don't want to be using this product either because it will soak in too far and it will actually touch the skin underneath the nail, right? So this one has dimethylurea. It's a very similar looking liquid, so it smells kind of minty.
Ooh, let me smell. I like huffing this stuff.
It smells like mouthwash.
Oh, it does actually. Yeah. That's craziness.
So you want to do the same thing with this.
Watch, that's exactly what it is. It's mouthwash.
So you want to make sure that this dries before you, and they say that you can put nail polish over it. But you want to make sure that it dries because it's water-based. So
Issa was just saying, I use K Plus with a client and then I polish her nails with shellac. Hopefully I will see good results next week.
Yeah, you know what? Let us know. I'm kind of a little bit afraid to introduce any lines before the shellac application, but yeah, that would be very, very interesting. Like in theory, you should be able to, but again, you probably will see a difference in few applications. Like, I'm actually curious if that will prevent any white spots from happening too, because the white spots is almost like the peeling, but on the surface of the nail. Like people, like the surface of the nail is kind of flaking off almost, sometimes with shellac or even nail polish when when people wear it extensively on their feet. So yeah, Anyway, so they suggest putting a small amount and kind of holding your hands down to make sure that it's not dripping anywhere, but just make sure, oh, sorry, they have a very good control over the product,
Mm-hmm.
and it should be fine. So what I would do is do one hand first and then the other hand. I think another product that was very, very similar, and it also has dimethylurea, is the one from you guys in the US. You will have that available. It's the, oh my God, with the pink bottles.
Starts with sounds like pink bottle.
Oh my God. It's like a smaller company. They have pink bottles. Okay, I'll put it in the comment section. So they say it has cucumber extract or something. That's supposed to be helpful, but those ingredients sometimes when they say that this product has some like fancy oil or something, when you look at the ingredients, sometimes that fancy oil is like the last ingredient on the list,
And it's a very trace amount, like it's...
Yeah, or sometimes it's not even there, but the active ingredient is dimethylurea, but because the dimethylurea sounds so chemical, then they just don't put it. But the
really?
other cucumber extract I've never seen.
Cucumber extract.
Yeah, no, it wasn't cucumber, it was celery.
Even better.
Yeah, so like the celery juicing and stuff, you know.
That's like saying that celery is, you know, the toothbrush for your...
Yeah. Anyway, so I guess, did we cover do you guys have any more questions for this live?
Yeah, because we're kind of coming up on an hour already. We're at 46 minutes.
Time flies when you have a
So,
good time. Let me just see if
yeah, questions, concerns, questions, concerns, questions.
Oh, the London Town and Deborah Lippmann cuticle removers. Yeah, like, I mean, I've heard actually from other people that Deborah Lippmann is a very, very good cuticle remover. Ingredients look very similar. I don't think all of those products have very similar ingredients. They sometimes probably have different amounts of all the ingredients, just like, you know, cakes. They all have, you know, usually they have flour, they have eggs, they have butter or whatever, some kind of fat, but they can be quite different. So similar ingredients, yes, but they could be a little bit different, but they look very, very close. So one of these days we'll definitely try it. If you guys feel like donating to the channel so we can afford these products, that would be awesome too.
Oh, of course we have. Show us who the mystery hand model is all this time. How about a big fat no?
Yeah,
we're going to go with that. How's Poland? Poland is awesome.
Yeah.
Poland is awesome. The food's awesome.
Yeah.
Everything's awesome. 3 coats of DD Peacefully Me on the toes. Sorry to everyone who can't easily get DD.
Yeah, that's a nice color.
Fortunately, more practice is often enough. That's actually just, I think, conversation with Kim and Susie, and we've had, you know, people just kind of having conversation within the conversation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind of like a dream within the dream. Mm-hmm. Conversation within the conversation. It's a good thing. So.
Yeah, so Peacefully Me, it was 3 coats. Yeah, Peacefully Me is a little sheer. I also like the Prima Ballerina. It's a little bit more white. It's very, very nice. It's one of my favorite colors. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it takes a little bit of time to kind of practice, you know, a little bit of practice to get the polish kind of not streaky looking, but definitely you can get it.
Okay. Ooh, Susie apparently likes the color, so right on.
So someone mentioned London Town.
Yes, I have London Town, but I don't find it works very well for me. That's Linda. Isa, do you think that using constantly gel alcohol for hands can be effective for shipping nail polishes? Or chipping nail polishes?
Of course. Because, you know, like if it's the skin and nails are dry and damaged, the best thing you can do for long-lasting polish is to have super healthy, good nails.
Oil.
So if the nails and oil, that will protect the skin as well in that carousel product.
Ooh. Has anyone tried Oily Bonder? We have used the Oily Bonder.
It's okay. Before. I haven't found it that amazing.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, because sometimes what happens is, again, people kind of they look for this perfect base coat or something, but they don't realize it's not the base coat, it's the quality of their nails that is lacking. and they go through like, you know, this product, that product, another product. If someone has good nails, nice and healthy nails, pretty much anything will stick to them, right?
Well, you know, it's people will usually step over dollars to pick up pennies, where it's just like they'll
Yeah.
go after a product. Meanwhile, it's just like, well, what are you doing as far as your regular nail care? That, like, and that's, you know, that the consistency of good nail care is such an important thing that people will not really think of.
Yeah. They
know?
look for a band-aid situation. But yeah, like I'm
Exactly.
sure, I mean, Orly has a very good you know, quality product. So I'm sure that I have one of these days we should try it and kind of compare it to maybe other products. So yeah, the sticky one by C&D also is very good. I like to go with usually the brand of the nail polish that I'm using. I don't like to kind of use different ones, but you know.
Well, thank you, Caroline.
Yeah.
Actually, we have a lot of people chiming in about the Orly Bonder. You know, a lot of people enjoy it. Just saying, like, their personal experiences with it is good, which is great. You know what? Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Get my thumb in there. But yeah, you know what?
Yeah, one of these days we're gonna try it for sure. It's available probably at Sally's in Canada and in the US. So
we gotta go check out that that one there. I gotta scroll back up and that one product there that's supposed to be here in Poland.
Yeah, but let me just find. Hold on a second. That carousel cream for you guys. 1 second.
Never tried the C&D base coats on my list to try though. They also recently changed the brush for Bonder, so it's a wider brush now. It makes it even better to use.
Yeah, and going back to the perfect polish application.
Oh yes, here's the
brush
carousel.
that makes the difference.
This is cool stuff.
Yeah. So you wanna, for the nails, what I do is like it's really thick, so you wanna just grab like this much.
Yeah, that's all you need.
And just kind of go like. This is more.
Oh yeah, use it on yours. On your
Yeah,
nails. Yeah. What about these?
Yeah. Okay. So
what
we're
about
gonna.
these? Huh?
We're gonna remove the polish from this one.
Yeah.
So yeah, at night only. That you don't need to do this. You know.
This is what drives me crazy about many nails for the lens. It seems like the foundational care that nails go out the window. Yeah, right? Yep, totally agree.
Yeah, but this one for the feet, guys, honestly.
Use that stuff. It's awesome possum. Love it.
Okay, so it has a white petroleum, which is fine. It's very
petroleum jelly.
Yeah, it's good. It has glycerin, urea, salicylic acid. Oh my god, I'm losing my voice.
But no, you know what? It's really good stuff. I mean, I've been using this as a long-term experiment on my hands here, more specifically.
It works.
You know, like the nails and skin around the nails, and it's been great. Yeah, love it. Is that on the feet? Thanks to you, Anna. Oh, awesome, Kim. Isa, thanks to you guys, and sorry for my typos. Oh, Isa, don't worry about it. Trust me, autocorrect is just. It is what it is.
So
heel crack and I'm all fixed up. Oh, that's awesome.
So what I'm doing here is cutting these into 4
Mr.
round pieces.
Did you view the ESC?
ESC? What? So now these ones are thick, so you don't need them as thick.
What is ESC, Susie? I'm not too sure what that means. Thanks for all these live videos. I love reading people's comments. You know what?
Yeah, exactly.
It's fun. This is really fun. Like, we enjoy doing the YouTube live. I said YouTube live today, not Instagram live. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to be able to interact with everybody and to answer everybody's questions. And it brings a much
different angle.
Yeah, a different angle where you're not just kind of watching something that's perfect and polished and edited. It's raw, it's real.
Okay, so someone mentioned, sorry to kind of interrupt you, like someone,
you did interrupt.
Again, like I should find a better model, not you, but my other client. But I'm sick and tired of perfect kind of nails, because the thing is, people don't have perfect nails. How are you supposed to learn? How are you supposed to learn how to do something when they're like, oh, remove cuticle, but the person has no cuticle on their nails?
Yeah.
Right? So
Or they're
like, how
running
you're
into
supposed to...
super ridgy nails, or they're running into, you know,
So the key is to Eurovision Song Contest. Yeah. What is that?
Eurovision Song
Yeah,
Contest?
it's here. We should watch it. Is it today or yesterday? Shoot. We were actually traveling yesterday. We went, was it yesterday? Yeah, we went all the way to Warsaw and back.
That removal you're doing now, that's how I do it now too. I'm
Yeah.
radicalized by this channel. That is awesome, Kim.
That's
That
too
is
funny.
super awesome. And yeah, as far as Eurovision song
It's
contest.
a
What is it? What is that?
It's music thing. Yeah, music festival.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I didn't tell him. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm like not with things that are going on in the world today. I kind of live under a rock.
Okay, so there's some new people that showed up a little bit later. So what we did a manicure. So if you want to kind of rewatch it later, we did a manicure with a cuticle remover on this hand, with the EFILE on the other hand.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about hardeners and taking care of the nails.
A festival sounds awesome. You know what? I have to agree. A festival sounds awesome just because there's people and just awesomeness. And, you know, a thumbs up to that. Has urea and salicylic let's try that again. Take two. Salicylic acid. That's from Black Milk, talking about that that product from earlier.
Oh, it does, eh?
Yeah. Oh. That's apparently 15 Zwaltic, so.
Okay, is it like a Vaseline or is it like a cream?
I like Vaseline. Sorry.
Okay, so we might have like a European version of that product.
Yeah. That sounds awesome. Awesome.
Okay, we'll definitely check it out because everything is closed today. So we're not able to go and get something, like things I wanted to look at nail polishes. Alrighty, so I think we're done. You know, it's been an hour. We really appreciate you guys.
57 minutes to be exact.
I know. So
yes.
we should go. It's time for supper, some sandwiches.
Yeah. So happy Victoria Day to all the Canadians. Oh my goodness, yes, happy Victoria Day. And you know what? That's awesome. I think this is kind of like one of the first real long weekends.
Oh yeah, it's great for small talk. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a big thing in the EU. It's great for small talk. I've been using brushes a lot like Anna's cleanup brush, so you can get down into the sidewalls. Ooh, cool. Have a lovely time traveling, you guys. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for that. And you know what? I think if that's everything, guys, we're going to sign off for now.
And let us know if you have any questions for the next
Questions.
We're going to do the next week? I think so.
Questions.
Next week, we're going to do it.
You know what, guys? We're going to do this again next Sunday, 8 p.m. our time, 2 p.m. your time, or whatever time you're on. It's going to be going on at the same time as today.
Okay, we should go now.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for watching.
Anyways, guys,
bye.
Have a great one.
Thank you.
Catch you in the next one.
You're welcome. Bye.